And welcome back to Who Would Win. It's the week Who Would Win. Sorry it's so late. The timing of things got a little. I'm a little behind, but playing catch up right now. It's around 8:30 at night, so I'm trying to keep it down. Trying to keep it up. My dad just went to sleep. Um, but I can still get these videos out. They're usually short, and I can usually do them in quick succession. But from parody of Ghost, what was it? Parody of Ghost Warrior Cowler or Cowl or something like that. We have the question of who wins or what is just the stronger crown? The Ice King's crown from Adventure Time versus King Boo's crown from Mario. And this would seem like an easy answer, but surprisingly, not so much. See, the Ice King's crown gives him a whole bunch of ice cryokinetic powers, throwing ice blasts, ice lightning, temperature resistance because of his cold body, longevity, the ability of flight, several other abilities that go along with that. However, the thing about King Boo is, without his crown, the crown's not really what gives him his powers. He has all the standard powers of any of the Boos, plus more than that. The crown just has some extra abilities in it. Particularly, it fires ectoplasmic beams and can even trap people in paintings. Basically, like complete reality warping on that level. These are the only abilities. Okay, give me one second. I want to be sure. Does King Boo's crown have any powers? Does King Boo's crown have any powers? Have any powers? Any special effects will do. So the gem, purple diamond stone resembling an amethyst, is powerful enough to shatter the moon, the dark moon. So yes, the crown itself does have some powers, but most of the powers you've seen King Boo use uh, are King Boo's powers. So with that said, what are some of the other abilities this thing gives? It holds a diamond on top of it. In most appearances, it kind of goldish. Uh, okay, I mean, does it? It's not really telling me what the thing can do here. Um, yes, it was I who broke the dark moon, the power enhancing jewel of, and it's really the jewel that's enhancing his power more than anything else. It's not necessarily the jewel itself so much as that his powers are kind of getting apparently enhanced by the jewel. But let's just for a moment use the ectoplasmic blast and the trapping people in the painting thing as something the crown itself can do, but King Boo can't do. The question now becomes: is that the better weapon now between it and the Ice King's crown? And I would say that if we're talking about just the one you'd rather use, King Boo's 100%, because the Ice King's crown unfortunately has the bad side effect of completely robbing you of your sanity. So it wouldn't necessarily be the smartest thing in the world to use his crown very often. However, at least from what I can find, if we're talking about versatility with the crown, you would want the Ice King's crown. But on sheer power, the implication seems to be King Boo's crown is the stronger crown. So even though King Boo has less abilities, at least in terms of his crown, from what I can find, and anyone who's a bigger Mario fan than me, please correct me. I would say I'd lean towards King Boo's. Despite the fact that it's more limited, it seems to have just greater firepower. Destroying Dark Moon sounds like a very powerful feat, whatever Dark Moon was. And trapping people in like basically paintings, basically trapping them in separate alternate dimensions of reality. That's not a power that the Ice King's crown has. Now, who would win in a straight fight between these two? That's a very different question entirely. I mean, the Ice King, in theory, does have the capabilities of interacting with spirits, so King Boo is not off the table of getting, hurt. But King Boo does have a whole bunch of abilities the crown just doesn't do, including becoming invisible, sneaking. He's a ghost, so he's technically become intangible. So a fight between them would be very different. Oh, excuse me. A fight between them would probably be very different than what what we're doing with the crowns here. But if we're comparing the two, I think I'd lean towards King Boo's crown, simply on the grounds that it doesn't have any. Let's try that again. It does not have any severe drawbacks to it. It doesn't have something that was really going to hurt me in the long run. But that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks for the next one. Later.